Hello everybody, welcome back to Wasiu. Welcome back to Wasiu, ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi. Àníkẹ́ lọ ra dátà sẹ́. Ṣé rí eléyìí tó kù nígbẹ̀yìn ọdún ẹ ṣáwá ganu sí báyìí. Màá máa gbé wá fún yín lẹ́sẹ̀lẹ́sẹ̀ ni. Ọ̀rọ̀ Autobola àti Twitter àti ẹ̀ láwà. Autobola ti dọ́ǹpù Dangote. Ó ti padà sọ́dọ̀ Wasiu. I'm not surprised torí nísìnyí Wasiu fẹ́ jẹ Awujale, so Awujale is more shaking than Dangote, so ó pè ẹ́ torí last time tó lọ sí Nàìjíríà Dangote ò tiẹ̀ fẹ́ fojú kan, so ó ní ṣó máa sọ pé òun ò lóhùn ni àwòtọ́ dẹ̀ ni Autobola tó bá yí wọlé ibo ló máa wọ̀ tí gbogbo ojú ò ní rí, kò possible. Dangote ignore ẹ̀, òun náà ti bínú, ó ti fi bínú delete gbogbo picture Dangote lórí fóònù ẹ̀. That is that for shaking for that. Ẹyẹ èèyàn mi, mo rí fídíò tí Autobola ṣe lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Awujale kò ṣe Awujale. Mo ti ṣe fídíò lórí yẹn. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá rántí, mo ti sọ fún yín pé Wasiu ò lè jẹ Awujale is just trying to use the influence of Tinubu, because all Tinubu's boys, they are all king, starting from Elegushi and co. So he want to use the influence, but ó ti gbàgbé kíní kan. Awujale, if he's not the first or the second king in Yoruba land, I don't know what Wasiu is thinking about. Wasiu, I don't even know why he even suggests bí ó fẹ́ try luck ẹ̀ ni ó fẹ́ gamble ẹ̀ bọ̀ kò sọ̀rọ̀ lórí yẹn. Wasiu ò lè jẹ Awujale, kì í ṣe àwọn ọba rẹ̀gbẹ̀rẹ̀gbẹ̀ ni, kì í ṣe Awujale. It takes a lot to be Awujale, and Wasiu credibility is shaking. Ṣé to understand the saying? It takes a lot to be Awujale, and Wasiu doesn't have what it takes to be Awujale. There's nothing to talk about on that, and that is fine now. Ẹ má kó ọkàn yín sókè. Ọ̀rọ̀ ìdàbí ọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu àti Obi ni. Mo sọ fún yín, although we love Obi, we want Obi to win, but Tinubu ló Obi ò ní àwọn kìnnì kan wá, àwọn elite ló ń rule Nigeria, and you have to be part of the elite for you to win. It's not voting that counts. Every country ni. Yes, níbí báyìí gan wọ́n lọ Russia, wọ́n lọ fi kíní sí. Every kini is the elite that rule it. That's why it's like recycling of leaders. Wọ́n kàn wò wá bí puppet, wọ́n fi wá ṣeré ni. Àwọn ló ní A, àwọn ló ní B. Tí ó bá sí lára wọn kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ débẹ̀. So kí Obi contest more than 500 times, he's still going to lose. Àtíkù tó tún wà lára wọn gan wọn ò fi síbẹ̀, kò tí ì kan. Ẹ wo how many times Àtíkù contest o. Obi can be the president of social media because we love him. But when it comes to the elite, Nigeria, the most corrupt country in the world, you cannot win if you cannot beat them, you join them. That is the only reason Obi can win. And Obi was very selfish at that time, because if you have just teamed up with Atiku, they have a better chance against Tinubu. But greed used to set in. He too want to be a president. Atiku want to be. Nobody want to come down for anybody. So he would have gotten the vote of Hausa. Atiku have gotten the vote of Hausa, Obi the vote of Igbo, and some of Yoruba against Tinubu. So that might happen. But with all being said and done, we know how everything they roll. So lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Awujale yẹn kò sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀. Ṣé to understand it? Kò sí ọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀. Wasiu can't be Awujale. Case closed. Ṣó ti yé yín sìn? Moving on to Autobola. Ṣé rí nǹkan kan tó strike mi nínú gbogbo nǹkan tó Autobola, jọ̀ọ́ torí Ọlọ́run, I don't know your problem, but torí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹyọ kan ló ta sí mi létí ní nǹkan tó sọ. Ó ní ṣé Wasiu, ó ní Awujale. Although no, Awujale used to be one of the most educated king in Nigeria. Forget, àwọn Ìjẹ̀bú máa ń kàwé. So for you to be a king, you have to be learned. That king that tó wàjà yẹn, he was in UK studying ìgbà tó bá kàn. Kò fẹ́ lọ gan wọ́n wá bọ́ńdù ẹ̀ ni. He was studying, educated king. So he can speak English fluently, he's aware, she understands him. Autobola sọ pé Wasiu ò kàwé. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣó yẹ kó tójú akátá bá léwu, ṣé ẹnu adìyẹ lórí ẹ̀gbọ́n ti gbọ́. Autobola ní Wasiu ò kàwé, pé òun kàwé ju Wasiu lọ. Pé ìwé mélòó ni Wasiu kà. And for 1 minute, I had to think about it, because nínú ọ̀rọ̀ àṣírí ńgbà kan, èmi ṣe wá mọ̀ nǹkan tí ò wá yé mi ni pé why do I have to put the two of them on a scale pé ta ló kàwé jù? Ọkàn mi dẹ̀ lọ pa sí kíni Fifi, imagination. You have to be educated to know the difference between F and V. Letter V. Vivid imagination. Èmi gan ọ̀bẹ mi lè méjì ẹ̀ lọ sọ́run. Ọkọ mi dẹ̀ lọ sí Fifi imagination. Mo dẹ̀ tún wò pé òótọ́ rẹ̀ ni o. Ìwé mélòó gan ni Wasiu kà náà? Jokes apart. Tí wọ́n sọ pé kí Wasiu express ara rẹ̀, ó máa sọ̀rọ̀ bí MC ni o. Because I've literally never seen that man speak English, you know. I've never really thought about it. But now that his ex-girlfriend, Abi, waiting be Autobola's, you know, talked about it, if you look at it very well, I don't think Wasiu is educated. I'm just throwing it out there. It's not a criteria to be a king though, but I don't really think he can even express himself. I think yes, Motiranti, ole so, but it's not like to the standard level. Kì í ṣe advanced level. Ó dàbí ẹni pé tó bá gbé Wasiu sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ Lizzy, àwọn méjèèjì máa òyìnbó máa po òyìnbó jẹ́ ń bẹ̀yẹn ni. If you think about that. But number two, I feel like Autobola kò sí nǹkan tó lè sọ ń sìn against Wasiu. It will always come to the point that torí pé kò fẹ́. That is why you are not in a good position to talk about Wasiu or anything that has to do with Wasiu. Gbogbo alamọ backstory ẹ̀yin méjèèjì. Ẹjọ́ tó ra yín jẹ, ẹjọ́ gbádùn ara yín. Kò dẹ̀ work, e no work. Èèyàn kan lose jẹ èèyàn kan lọ, Ọlọ́run náà. Bàbá náà lose o, bàbá náà domi ara o. Bàbá náà lose o, tábà sọ pé ká wò náà. Ó ti di spam game one nìyẹn. Ó lose náà. Tí wọ́n bá fowó ṣe tó fi gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe tó jẹ́ pé at the end of the day kò sí nǹkan tó rí mú bọ̀. Ẹjọ́ lose náà ni, ẹjọ́ come, so tó bá dẹ̀ come, that's your business. So if you look at it very well, you're not in a good position to talk about Wasiu. Why? Because ẹ ti ní nǹkan papọ̀ rí, so kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ nípa Wasiu. It's always come from the place of hate. That is why we cannot overlook it. Ó dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ Doris ọ̀gá ńlá àti pastor yẹn. Doris is going on podcast now to talk about the pastor Chris used to bury something in his altar, DSS to woo the altar, hello water, hello dig pit kan, the child was missing, you know, a lot of things. And I'm like, if the man you've been quiet for a long time, right? Because it has been working between the man and the kidnapped victim. But at the same time, if the man had married you, we are only hearing this because he did not marry you. So, is still going to be overlooked as a pained ex. Bó ṣe rí nìyẹn. Tó bá yẹ pé ó fẹ́ ẹni, you will keep your mouth shut. But torí pé kò fẹ́, torí ẹ̀ lè sọ pé I go scatter everything. Bí ọ̀rọ̀ á ní. I go scatter. So Autobola kò sí nǹkan tó lè sọ fún wa nípa Wasiu. It will always come from the place of anger. Because ẹ̀yin méjèèjì, bóyá consensual or not consensual. But if you think about it, I think you are the one that took advantage of Wasiu. Because báwo ló ṣe máa yí lórí máa yẹn bó ṣe tó yẹn? So right there ni. I'm just throwing it out there because I ṣe mọ̀ èèyàn kì í wo kíní ìdè gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀. You have to look at this thing. Did you write the D or you or Ofole lórí? Because I literally want to know. Ṣé òun ló sàbálẹ̀ ẹ lórí ni àbí ìwọ ló jókòó lé lórí? Torí àwọn question kankan wà o. You are too big for that D. Wọ́n sọ pé kí ni ẹpọn bàbá gan wọ́n ní ó gbórin dáadáa. But if you look at it very well, Autobola is still too big for ó máa pa máa yẹn náà. I feel like anybody that is not fit. Kì í ṣe pé fit kó your sit back o. It's more like a person that doesn't like themselves. Should you understand? So even if you're a perfect woman and all that, it's still going to, you have to limit what you eat. You better for ó ti tóbi jù. Lórí social media tó ń bá pa gbogbo wa papọ̀ àti ìtò ẹ̀ àtò labs ẹyọ kan. Kí ló dé? Kí ló ń jẹ́? Kí ló ń jẹ́? You said you have a big bone. No, you are fat, my dear. Don't hide under anything. You are fat. Kọ́ máa sọ pé ẹ máa sá lọ, ayé ti fẹ́ parẹ́. Ìwọ náà máa kọ́kọ́ gbé. Alien boy ẹ máa sá lọ. Ìwọ náà máa kọ́kọ́ gbé because o ò lè sáré. O ò lè sáré. Wọ́n máa yí bíríbírí bí odó ni. And you want a socialite like that man ìgbà yẹn náà ó tóbi tó yẹn but bóyá depression ló tún yẹ Ọlọ́run dáríjì mi bóyá depression ló tún yẹ kó tóbi tó yẹn. You didn't like yourself enough to take care of yourself. You screaming that Kiniko shaking. If Awujale was not, if the position of Awujale was not a very strong position, man, so pé kó ké látẹ̀ní dọ́là, Wasiu máa jọba kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan tí ìyá láyé anybody máa ṣe. Bó ṣe máa ké tó máa ké kú ni, àtọ́jọ́ tó ti ń ké kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. I mean, haven't you used enough energy to chase nothing? I'm just like being honest. Ẹ mọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ tèmi máa ń wà brutal gan. But òótọ́ ni now. You've used over 7 years to be chasing Wasiu and nothing changes. You don't have a house to sleep. Your doctor, you almost lost your daughter. You don't have a job. 7 years, you know, you know, pick yourself up. What okay, what balance, dear no. But you used to believe that see, there is nothing. Well, that's your thing, so nothing is going to happen to Wasiu. You walk all them agbeyin to magba. Èèyàn tó bá gbórí ẹ̀ lẹ́nu máa fà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, nothing is going to happen to anyone that jilted you because one thing is one thing. Ìwọ ló lọ síbẹ̀. Ìwọ ló fẹ́ lajú. Ó dẹ̀ fi gbòòrò hàn ẹ́. That is life. Wọ́n bẹ́ orí èèyàn láti survive ni. If you are not chasing something, something is definitely chasing you. Àwọn èèyàn ń fa orí èèyàn láti survive. Àwọn èèyàn ń dupe èèyàn láti survive. Nǹkan tó ń pè ní ayé nìyẹn. Everything, if you look at everything, it turns into extorting of somebody else for them to make it. Ẹja ń jẹ sanra, bí ilé ayé ṣe rí nìyẹn. You have to be brutal, you have to be shaking for you to be able to kógo ayé já. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti lò ẹ́ nìyẹn, wọ́n ti, you know, you are not smart enough to realize you let them, you know, and tá bá dẹ̀ wò dáadáa, bó ṣe ń ju bọ́ńdù yẹn gbogbo gbà yẹn, ṣé o fọwọ́ ṣiṣẹ́ owó ni? Because èèyàn tó fọwọ́ ṣiṣẹ́ owó kò lè máa ju owó bẹ́yàn. Wọ́n ní kẹ́ bá lọ bá ti kẹ́ bá náwó. But ẹ wo bail tọmọbìnrin yẹn jù. Ìwọ fúnra rẹ ló pèrò wá sínú ayé ẹ̀ náà. You too, you want to belong. Tó bá yẹ pé o ti forí ẹ̀ pamọ́, wọ́n ní tíṣu ẹni bá ń ta, èèyàn máa ń dọwọ́ bò jẹ́. Tó bá yẹ pé o forí ẹ̀ pamọ́, àwọn pípọ̀ yẹn ò ní mọ èèyàn tó jẹ́ náà. Àìmọye èèyàn tó lówó tẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ ni mọ́. Ó dàbí wèrè kan tó wá síbẹ̀ tó sọ pé aṣọ kan ni mo máa ń wọ̀, mo kàn rẹ́rìn. Ọlọ́run, this is my least dressing. Tẹ́ bá pàdé mi ìgboro ẹ̀ lè believe pẹ̀lẹ́ àtẹ̀mú lélẹ̀. Màá náà yẹ ẹ pa. This is my least. Why? Because we are trying to disguise. So ṣé bíbá ilẹ̀ ti fẹ́ yẹ kí n máa flaunt o? Do you want me to flaunt money here? Why? Ẹ̀yin ọmọ ojú ọ̀rọ̀ lárí lẹ máa ń ṣerú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Tó bá jẹ́ yẹ pé o fọwọ́ ṣiṣẹ́ owó ẹ̀. In fact, the more people know you have money with you, the more they go bring bùkátà to come and meet you. Wàá gbọ́ ṣòro tó jẹ́ pé owó ẹ̀ máa kú zero ni. Mo sọ fún yàn kan, ó ní àkàn kígbe Dangote ni. Tí Dangote tá bá sọ pé owó Dangote ti pọ̀jù ó lè bọ́ gbogbo wa Nàìjíríà. Kó fún gbogbo wa lówó Nàìjíríà, Dangote máa become a poor man náà ni. Ẹ mọ̀ ni, tó bá pín gbogbo owó Dangote fún gbogbo èèyàn, ó máa di kíní, ó máa di èèyàn tí ò ní náà ni, òun náà máa dàbí tiwa náà ni. Bó ṣe rí nìyẹn, you want more money in this world, go and work and give yourself sense. Tó bá ti ń make owó, ọ̀tọ̀ ni pé kó ṣiṣẹ́ kọ́ náà gbàdúrà ẹ̀ kó wá make owó. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni pé kó má ní management of money. Nǹkan tó máa ń báyé a lot of people jẹ́ nìyẹn, bó ṣe ń manage owó. Ìgbà tó bá ti dọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kì í ṣe ìgbà yẹn kó lọ change mọ́tò ẹ̀. Kì í ṣe ìgbà yẹn kó change location ẹ̀. Wàá máa ṣe bó ṣe rọra ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ náà ni. Ọ̀tìgbà táwọn èèyàn bá mọ̀ pé wàá rọra máa ṣe díẹ̀díẹ̀, bóyá oúnjẹ ẹ nìkan, oúnjẹ àtàṣọ tó wò ó gbọ́dọ̀ máa kó gúúsì sọ́run. Wọ́n á tètè mọ̀. Ìgbà yẹn lẹ máa lọ kó pàǹpá sọ́run. Àwọn èèyàn á tètè mọ̀ pé owó ti wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Wọ́n máa gbé bùkátà wà ní. Wàá gbọ́ pé ìyá mi ó mi caterpillar, wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe surgery, wọ́n ní kó lọ mú 15M wá. Ìgbà yẹn ló máa gbé bùkátà. Bó tó bá ránṣẹ́ pé ẹ wò kò sí nǹkan kan, nǹkan táyé fẹ́ nìyẹn. Nǹkan táyé fẹ́ ní àjẹ́bẹ́ wọ́n máa sọ ẹ́ di wọ́n bá wọn ṣe dà. So ṣé bíbá ilẹ̀ ti fẹ́ kí n máa flaunt owó? Autobola tó ju bọ́ńdù ń jọ sí. Ẹ wo bó ṣe 7 years and counting, she's still on social media doing beggy. Ṣé nǹkan tó fẹ́ ká ayé mi tèmi dá ni? Ẹṣin iwájú. Wọ́n ní ẹṣin tó jì sí kòtò. Autobola lẹ́ṣin, Ọlọ́run dáríjì mi. ó ṣe kí ni ó kọ́ ará yòókù lọ́gbọ́n ni. agbó adúrú gbogbo sítórì yẹn màá wá jókòó sí ọmọ flaunt pé ẹ̀ tí ẹ̀ rojú mi gan number 1 ó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ̀ ti mọ̀. kí ni mo fẹ́ flaunt fún? ta ni mo fẹ́ oppress? ìwọ tó kọ́mẹ̀ntì yẹn ṣé wọ́n gan jẹun sùn? èlò ló wà lákàntì? ẹlẹ́yà tí mú òkèrè o ẹ gbàgbé ẹlẹ́yà tí mú òkèrè o tá bá bára wa ṣeré ẹ jẹ́ máa fi respect díẹ̀díẹ̀ dáhùn sí. kò dẹ̀ sẹ́nibọ̀dì náà tó kéré ń bí báyìí náà. kò sẹ́nibọ̀dì tó kéré náà. Only most of you go, I don't make more money when I'm covered up like this. And torí ọkọ dẹ̀ ni tó bá yẹ pé mi ò lọ́kọ Ọlọ́run máa ṣì dànù. Máa ṣì dànù. Ní dúró ní kíni. Nígbà tí wà ń lé ọkọ, you have to do everything your husband say. That's so now. You have to do everything your husband says. Àjẹbẹ́ wàhálà máa dé ní wàhálà máa ṣẹlẹ̀. So kí lẹ wá sọ? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ Autobola fi Wasiu lọ́rùn lẹ̀. Wasiu kọ́ ló bà ayé ẹ̀ jẹ́. Ó lọ Nàìjíríà ó rí nǹkan mú bọ̀. Ó tún ti padà sí Canada sí ìwò tó rí nǹkan kan náà ṣe. Wasiu ló tún kígbe. Whatever, why can't you just, ọjọ́ tó bá ti lè fi gbogbo baggage tó ń fà mọ́ra ẹ̀. Wasiu is a baggage. Your past is a baggage. You have not moved on from the baggage tó kó mọ́ra. Ìwọ tó bá ti yẹ kó máa ṣe máa rántí past ẹ. Kíní ìṣe mí, ó dùn mí gan, èèyàn báyìí ṣe mí. Forget everything and move forward. Moving on láwà. Wá dúró yes tó ti waste lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Wasiu. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Kò sí náà. Kò sí náà. Ìwọ ni tí ẹ ń rí bó ṣe ń rí tó yẹ pé wọ́n ń dáwó tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì fún ẹni. Ohun ewé lazy by want to take care of want to do tea mota. Just imagine you cannot fend for yourself and you are screaming that somebody want to be Awujale. Come on now. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Pick yourself up again and start all over again. Nǹkan tí ò bá ti lè yẹ kó o bẹ̀rẹ̀ àánú ẹ̀ ṣe mí. Ọlọ́run máa yẹ kí ṣé ọmọ pé ọmọ yẹn ti kọ́kọ́ ṣẹ̀rù báyìí. Àwọn èèyàn kan sọ kíní kan pé ọmọ yẹn ìrísí tọmọ yẹn fi dúró ní pé ó fẹ́ lọ Canada kó lọ kẹ́rù ẹ̀ ní. Ìgbà tó dẹ̀ ti ẹrù wọn mọ́ storage kò ní choice mọ́. A lot of our things are there. Tó bá yẹ pé ọmọ yẹn tó bá yẹ pé ilé wà open ọmọ yìí bá ti kẹ́rù ò bá ti sá lọ. You have failed yourself and look at you failing your daughter. Go and look for a job. Start your life all over again. Forget about Wasiu. Because he has forgotten about you. Forget about Wasiu. Move on. Change your life. Ó ti sọ fáwọn ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú. Wọ́n máa fi Wasiu jọba. Ìwọ kọ́ ló máa sọ fáwọn ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú. No be you go tell us. We know Wasiu kọ́ ń pèrè ẹ̀ lẹ́nu jó níjà rẹ̀. Ṣé ẹ rò pé political king ní Awujale? Kí lẹ fẹ́ Awujale? Orí pé àwọn Ìjẹ̀bú ò tiẹ̀ dá lóhùn. That is just it because they know that òun ni kò wọlé dẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó kàn ń gbé yín lẹ́nu jó náà ni. Ọba báwo níbo síbo ṣérò ẹ̀ náà sọ ni. Mo sọ kinní kan pé okay kí ni nǹkan pàtó láti jọ́ tó rẹ̀ ti wà famous tó tún jẹ́ the best K1 the ultimate. Kí ni nǹkan pàtó tó ṣe sí Ìjẹ̀bú Òde? Question number 1. Question yẹn ọkàn tó máa fi lé dànù. Ìdẹ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ṣe ń jọba èèyàn tí fá bá mú ni. Ṣé ìdílé ẹ̀ lọ́ba kan? Ẹ wò ẹ kúrò lórí ẹ̀. Autobola, it is well with you. Má worry, màá máa gbàdúrà fún ẹ ṣùgbọ́n. Màá máa ṣe kíni? Màá máa gbàdúrà fún ẹ. Kí Ọlọ́run ọba kó ṣàánú ẹ. Kò jẹ́ bó ṣe jẹ́ ìyẹn èèyàn méjì máa lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ mọ̀ nǹkan tí a bá feel about this video down below. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.